Alright TM Nation, so today is the day that the 1MORE SonoFlow headphones drop. Now you can officially purchase them for 20 bucks off, bringing them down to 79 bucks, which is a really good deal in my opinion. And I know a lot of you all are wondering how these compare with the Space Q45s, which are definitely in my top 5 in terms of ANC headphones right now. But you have to remember that these retail for $150, and I would say that the performance is closer than you would think. I did do unboxing videos on both of these headphones, so I will leave links in the description if you want to check them out. But in this video, I'm gonna give you all my full review of the SonoFlow headphones and let you know how they compare to the Q45s in terms of battery life, the companion app experiences, ANC and transparency performance, Bluetooth connection, call quality, comfort, sound quality, and which pair I would choose overall if I could only pick one. Starting off with the designs of the headphones, the SonoFlows look a little bit more subtle in my opinion. They have that matte black grayish finish and there isn't any branding on the ear cups. All that you have to signify that they're 1MORE headphones is the branding on the sides of the headband. And that isn't to say that the Q45s are overdone at all. They are a nice looking pair of headphones as well, and the logos are done in a stealthy manner that I think will be fine for most people. That being said, the looks are a toss up for me. It really could go either way. Comfort wise, the ear pads on the Q45s are slightly larger in circumference, but I can wear both pairs for hours without an issue. The ear cups on both are soft and plush, but I will say that the SonoFlows have a little bit more padding on the headband, which makes them slightly more comfortable for me to wear overall. The Space Q45s are also heavier, coming in at 281 grams. The SonoFlows on the other hand come in at 250, which is a noticeable difference on the head. Now both pairs are excellent in terms of the battery life. I have only drained the battery on the Q45s once and I was able to get right around 50 hours worth of total use. For the SonoFlows on the other hand, I still don't know when these things are gonna go dead. I'm up over 60 hours on a charge and they haven't started giving me a low battery chime or any type of warning, so I definitely think that 70 hours is doable. Both also do support fast charging, so in my opinion it really doesn't matter which pair you go for. Both will likely last longer than what you need on a charge, and you also do have the feature that you can use them in wired mode if you do happen to run out of battery. For Bluetooth connection, the Q45s are using a newer build with 5.3, while the SonoFlows are using 5.0, but it is worth noting that both pairs do support multi-point connectivity, which is huge for me. I usually pair my headphones to a tablet or laptop and my phone too, so not having to disconnect and reconnect to whatever device I'm using at a given time is a huge convenience. Now one thing that I will say is that neither pair is going to be the best for mobile gaming, as none of them have a built-in low latency mode, but besides that I have been able to watch YouTube videos and Amazon Prime movies completely fine without any noticeable lag. For more similarities, both pairs do offer high-res audio and LDAC compatibility, so if those are features that you're looking for, they got you covered. Now moving on to the app experiences, both have the basics and they have seemed to be stable for me so far without freezing up or crashing. Out of the two, the Soundcore app does feel a bit more refined overall, but both will allow you to access your ANC and transparency settings, EQ settings, see the charge left on your headphones, and you can also see quick start information regarding use. It is worth mentioning that the 1MORE app does not currently have the custom EQ functionality, but 1MORE did say that this is gonna come later via a firmware update, so at the moment you can only access pre-built EQs. With the Q45s on the other hand, you can currently access pre-built EQs or create your own, and they also offer you a little bit of customization over your controls. Another feature that you do get with these inside of the 1MORE app is the soothing sounds feature, which is not something that I use often personally, but from the comment sections of my other 1MORE videos, I am aware that some people out there do see value in having this feature, so if this is something that you're looking for, they got you covered. But with all of that being said, guys, I personally prefer the Soundcore app just a little bit with all things being considered. Overall, it provides a little bit more flexibility and customization. In terms of the ANC and transparency performance, you do get more control over these features with the Q45s, but in terms of the raw performance, there isn't a world of difference in between the two. I would say that both do a good job of getting rid of low humming tones such as an AC running or a fan buzzing, but I do think that the Q45s do a better job with vocals. With the SonoFlows, you can pretty much only turn the ANC and transparency on or off, but the Q45s allow you to adjust the strength of both, which is nice. I've also found that the adaptive ANC with the Q45s does a pretty good job in detecting how loud your environment is and adjusting based on that. The transparency modes on both will amplify what is going on around you for situations when you need to be aware, but the SonoFlows sound a little bit more digitized and artificial than what I get with the Q45s. For those reasons, I prefer the Q45s in both areas, but I'm telling you guys, it is not by a huge margin. The SonoFlows will do fine ANC wise for public transit or environments with low to moderate levels of ambient noise, and the transparency gets the job done. But to my ears, the Q45s just sound more natural in both modes, and they do seem to reduce a wider range of frequencies based on my testing. Sound quality wise, I do like the fact that I can create my own custom EQ with the Q45s. Hopefully that's a feature that we get soon with the SonoFlows as promised. However, using both pairs in their native classical EQs, there is a noticeable difference in the clarity that you get across the board. The Q45s provide nice balance across the highs and mids that is on the brighter side. The SonoFlows, on the other hand, sound a little bit more focused, with the bass and the mids being a little bit more pronounced. I also did switch the SonoFlows into every available EQ through the app, and it didn't really matter which one I chose. They just did not seem to be as balanced or clear as what I get with the Q45s. The Q45s also do have a bass up feature that you can toggle on or off through the app. This will provide some extra thump on the low end, which really makes them an all-around threat for me in terms of sound quality. They provide a nice deep and punchy bass response while maintaining nice clarity across the highs and mids, which really just makes them a pleasure to listen to. The SonoFlows also do sound good. I definitely cannot take anything away from them, especially that they're significantly cheaper, but they don't quite offer the level of clarity and balance that you're able to achieve with the Q45s at this moment. The firmware update that 1MORE said is coming may change that, so once it's available, I will test these out again. For the mic quality, I have made voice calls with both pairs, and I think that they both do a relatively good job of focusing on your speech and reducing some of the ambient noise going on around you. But I did take samples for you guys just so that you can judge for yourselves. Let's check them out. Alright guys, so right now I have the SonoFlows paired to my iPhone 13 Pro. As you can see, the audio that you're hearing right now is coming directly from the microphones on them. Now I'm not going to do any type of editing to this sample, so this should give you a pretty good idea of how they'll perform for voice calls. And now I have some simulated background noise playing in the background. This part of the test is aimed at seeing how well these headphones will focus on my speech while rejecting some of that noise. Alright guys, so right now I have the headphones paired to my iPhone 13 Pro. As you can see, the microphones on them are recording this audio. Now I'm not going to do any type of editing to this sample, so this should give you a pretty good idea of how these will perform for voice calls. And now I have some simulated background noise playing in the background. This part of the test is aimed at seeing how well the mics on these headphones will reject some of that noise and focus on my speech. So taking everything into consideration, fam, I still think the SonoFlows are a heck of a deal at $80 with the early bird special. They provide excellent battery life, good sound quality, respectable ANC and transparency performance, multi-point connectivity, and compatibility with the app, which is a set of features that you typically do not get at this price point. If price was my main concern and I could only pick one out of the two, I would go for the SonoFlows because they do perform well, and I could certainly use that 70 bucks for something else. However, if sound quality is your main concern and you have the extra money to spend, I would say that you should go for the Q45s, as they are tough to beat for the price. I've had a pair of the 1000 XM5s for about a month now, and although they are awesome, they do not perform $320 better than the SonoFlows or $250 better than the Q45s. In other words, fam, you do not have to buy the best of the best just to get solid ANC and transparency performance. If you're on a budget, I recommend that you take a close look at the SonoFlows, especially if you're looking to spend between 80 and 100 bucks. Before you get on out of here, if you rock with the channel and your boy Tecmo, hit that subscribe button and knock that notification bell out so you won't miss any of my uploads. Welcome to TM Nation. Peace.